Hey y'all, how you doing? I wanted to make this little video to talk about Christianity and the Bible. At a young age, probably the majority of us have been taught the Western civilization of Christianity, celebrating Christmas and Easter, and going to church and worshiping on Sunday, instead of using self-autonomy and due diligence and actually reading the Bible for yourself, which I started a little over 10 years ago. I do not refer to myself as a Christian, nor does it only mention it one time in the Bible. Same thing with Easter. It does not talk about Christmas at all either. If anything, it talks about the heathen cut down the trees, nail them to the floor, and deck them with silver and gold. The only time it talks about Easter is when they were in captivity by the pagan empire that celebrated Easter. Other than that, Israelites, which means people of God. I consider myself an Israelite. After many years of study, comparing Bibles, King James, the Ethiopian Bible, the Geneva Bible, we all have this preconceived notion that we just believe in this Jesus who representations honestly look like a transgender. But not many people understand that Jesus was a warrior. He told you to sell everything and buy yourself a sword. Why would he want you to buy a sword? And when it came time to enter in and watch the money changers and the abuse and deception they were using, he went and flipped their tables right over. He was a warrior from God. I may get some slack here and there. I really don't celebrate Christmas at all, nor Easter. I abstain from eating pork or shellfish. That is just one of the commandments. Not only is it spiritual, but it is also scientific based. So I employ a lot of people to actually start reading the Bible for themselves, and they will gain a proper understanding. Even in the book of Genesis, who was the person that was deceived? Eve. And what did Adam do? He partook in the sin for the love of his wife. Therefore they were cast out. And God told them, the woman will be subservient to the husband, and the husband will be subservient to God. Period. End of story. That's how it's put. And it gives you instructions on how to live a fruitful life. Now today we're on this socialized healthcare and public assistance and welfare. There's a passage in the Bible that talks about when it comes time to harvest, leave the four corners of the field so that the poor may receive it. Now what that entails is that they actually have to come and do the work and pick those four corners of the field, not simply have their hand out and be given it to you. There's a simple philosophy. You don't work, you don't eat. Whether you go grocery shopping, whether you're a hunter, fisher, you grow your own food, etc. But I just wanted to touch on this subject. We have a lot of preachers that are preaching false prophecy in order to become wealthy, buying jets, $1 million houses, to actually lie to people and then dance around on stage with their goofy haircuts and spit all over each other. It is off the proverbial chain. But anyways, use your due diligence, self-autonomy, self-discernment. The truth will set you free. You may not like it at first. Trust me, you will not. When you read that Bible for the first time, you're going to have a confliction of your mind from everything that you've been taught by this Western Christian culture. I would advise you guys to start actually looking some of the Israelite teachings and reading, not Judaism. The place we call Israel today, that was made in 1948, are a majority of Ashkenazi Jews that had converted the Khazarian Empire, and when that fell, they dispersed throughout Europe. Today, they still are the money changers. Anyways, God bless the Most High. Whether you want to call him Jesus or Yeshua, it's your own personal preference. But have your own personal relationship with the Lord. It's not just faith alone. You also have to show. Just like the Bible says, pray in secret. Do not do it in front of others.